Hello and welcome back, Lamb family. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. If you are new, welcome. My name is Sheena and today's video is going to be 6 tips to get you motivated when you're feeling unmotivated to clean. So let's get started. A lot of us has those days where we just want to be lazy all day because we've been working all week, running errands all week, and we just want to be lazy and we're exhausted and we just want to lay around in our PJs or our robes all day because we're really just not motivated to get up and do anything, but knowing deep down inside like the house is actually a mess. So that brings me to tip number 1. Tip number 1 to cleaning on your lazy days is to keep your cleaning supplies near. You're already unmotivated, so having to run around the house looking everywhere for what you need just to clean, let's say, a mirror in the bathroom, that's going to make you more and more unmotivated to clean, and by the end of it, you're not going to want to do anything. So, best advice is tip number 1 is to keep your supplies near. Tip number 2, set a timer. Even if it's just 10, 15, or 20 minutes. Set yourself a timer. Give yourself a stopping point. Get as much as you've done in that allotted amount of time. That way you know that you did something. Because always remember that something is always better than nothing. So give yourself a stopping point. Now let's move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3. Always make it fun. Whether it's putting on music or, whether it's hip hop, classical, jazz, or anything, your favorite type of music or whatever you consider to be fun while cleaning. That way it'll pump you up and get you more and more motivated to get more and more done. And also just a little side note, maybe even having a glass of wine. I know that helps for me. Now let's move on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to always have a clutter-free home. That way you don't feel overwhelmed before you even get started. And also, the less that you have in your house, the less time that you will have to spend cleaning it. So always remember that. Now let's move on to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is to put on your favorite TV show. Mine are Life or any of the Transformer movies. That way it'll get you motivated. Also, if you're one of those that don't really like listening to music while you clean and it doesn't get you motivated and you're one of the ones that have to have a TV show going or something on TV or like a movie or something, then that is the perfect alternative to getting motivated. Because that's me. I'm one of those people. Let's move on to tip number 6. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 is to always start with something small. Even if it's just vacuuming every floor in your house or mopping every floor in your house, start with something small. I do know that this tip personally works for me because I'll start off with something like stripping all the beds in the house, like my kiddos' beds or my bed or, stuff like that, and just getting it in the washer. And that motivates me and pumps me up to clean even more. And then by the time I look up, after maybe an hour, or an hour and a half, like my whole house is clean and I'm done. The clothes are done washing. I don't put the sheets and stuff back on the bed. So that tip really works for me, and that tip might really work for you too. But out of all the tips I've explained today, that tip really works for me. So, and then like I said, I'll look up and I'm like, wow, the whole house is clean. So always start with something small. Guys, those are my 6 tips for cleaning when you're feeling lazy or feeling unmotivated. I really hope that one of these tips helped you get motivated. Also, let me know down in the comments, guys, if these tips work for you or if you've tried one of these tips and which one is your favorite tip to get you motivated. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please click that subscribe button. And as always, give your girl a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves.